Hello, it's Dana from Dana Doodles 2 on Instagram and Dana Marie on YouTube. Today we are going to do a journal with me, and I'm doing a voiceover because while I did this journal with me video, I was actually listening to a Christmas movie, which was behind me on my computer, and I didn't think you wanted to listen to all that, so I just muted the video, and now I'm doing a voiceover. So let's begin. Looks like I'm working on November 12th on this day, but I recorded the video on November 25th, and then I uploaded it to YouTube and forgot that it was silent. So then I had to, thankfully I didn't publish it, so then I had to find time to have some silence around here so I could do my voiceover. So I'm working in my November, and I'm showing you my avocado. I don't know why I love that thing, but I do. I'm working in my November and December journal, and at this point, I'm still working in November. As I said, I recorded this on November 25th, but I was still working back, and this was a point where I kind of got in a slump, and I hadn't completed all of my pages. Some of them I haven't even started. I have no idea on some of them what I did, so here I am just putting things down that I know I need to put down on some tip-ins here and there. Sometimes when I journal on the couch watching TV with my family, I do what I can with what I have here. I have a cart with me. Oh, I didn't know what I was doing there. I'm looking to trim it down. I'm very demonstrative with my hands in this video, which is really kind of funny because I was doing it silently while I listened to a movie, so I was even more dramatic with my hands. I don't know. I was having a great day. I was in a good mood. My moods go up and down. Some days I have good days. Some days I have bad days. Quarantine, fatigue, and all that. But this was a good day. I was enjoying myself with some peace and quiet. Work was dead. I was doing my thing in my office with nobody bothering me and listening to Christmas music. Christmas music in the Christmas movie. So I'm just gluing some stuff down and re-gluing here because glue is a constant problem for me. I don't know about all of you, but I enjoy using tape runners because I feel like they stick better, but half the time they get all clogged up and stick to itself and it won't come out, and then it gets tangled up. I've never had good luck with a tape runner, though for the few minutes one actually works, I do enjoy it. I absolutely hate glue sticks because I get glue on my hands and I don't like sticky hands. And the purple glue sticks, which I have a ton of, so I'm using, I hate because they're just nasty. They're just gross. So, and then as you've seen in some of my other videos, if you've watched them, if I print on sticker paper, then I can't get the sticker off the paper, or I print it upside down. It's a constant struggle. Here I am erasing the notes that I had. Sometimes if I'm downstairs, I'll write down what I did that day, because I did do some pre-decorating, as you can see. And I write down notes about what I did in pencil, and then my eraser didn't erase it very well, but I'm not worried about it because I know I'm going to cover it up. And right now I'm cutting out a picture of a lamp that we just got for our living room from, I was going to say IKEA. We have 2 from IKEA in the living room, and IKEA is an hour and a half away or some ridiculous amount of time. So it's not like we're going to make a quick trip there, and shipping is always expensive. So I think we got this lamp on Amazon. It's similar on the top to the other lamps we have. So our living room is like a dark cave, even though we have a huge picture window in the living room. It's so dark you can't even read in there because the light is in your face and casts shadows on a book. It's just a whole thing. My struggles are constant and real. What can I say? I'm just kidding. None of them are big problems. So here I am just gluing some stuff down, and I don't know if it was this page, but there were other pages. I'm trying to get you to read that. I am forever not able to get something up close on the camera. I apologize. When I do the flip, maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't even know. It doesn't matter. It's just not a thing. Life is short, and here I am trying to glue that thing in again because my dang glue stick will glue my fingers, but it won't glue my paper. Anywho, mask up Hoosiers because we are in red, and while we're not in total lockdown, we probably need to be because our numbers are really, really high. And it's getting a little bad out there. Any hoozles. I don't know what I'm doing. If you can see in my... a toilet. Yes, because I probably cleaned a toilet on some day somehow. Because somehow they need to be cleaned all the time. So I don't know what I'm doing. I'm looking for the day that I cleaned it. But I clean them once a week, usually on Mondays. If you can see at the bottom, I have some watercolor brushes sitting there to try and help me, and that pink envelope. I use those things to try and help me remember that I'm on camera. Now I'm showing you that I got my first letter from my pen pal. That's that pink envelope, and it's really pretty. I need to write her back. I'm a bit behind on everything. Anyway, I put my watercolor brushes at the bottom so you wouldn't see my legs, instead see the journal. And then I had that envelope there to mark the one side. Oh, I covered up my address so you can't see it. And it's just, I'm just showing you the envelope. She put, that's butterfly is like cardboard. It's really thick. I'm not sure how that got through the mail without falling off. And a neat stamp. And there were some postal stamps there. And it's just really neat. It's from the U.S. It's not an international pen pal. She's from the U.S. I guess I don't remember what I did that day. We had turkey on this day. Looks like the 16th. We did not have turkey on Thanksgiving because we do what we want. And we didn't want turkey. We had already had it on the 16th. So we had a small turkey breast that my husband made. And I'm actually surprised he even did that. We hardly ever eat turkey. Unless it's ground turkey and chili or turkey burgers or turkey tacos, which we're going to have this week. But just turkey? Nah, it's too much work. A good laugh and a long sleep are something. I'd love to tell you, but I didn't hold it up long enough to read it. We'll catch you on the flip. I'll catch you on the flip. When my kids were younger, my teen kids who are now, I have a teen still, but I have older kids. And when they were younger, one of my children would say, I'll catch you on the flip-flop, or instead of on the flip side. But I'm going to say, I'll catch you on the flip-through. Maybe I'll read it. Maybe I won't. It's hard to say. I'm unpredictable, y'all. This is a picture of a palette that I printed up. A lot of times when I'm downstairs sitting with my fat butt on the couch, I will create, little things in pages and print them from my phone to the printer, which is upstairs in my office / craft room. And I'm too lazy to go all the way up there to get it, so I'll just print them, and then the next day I'll come down and cut them out and whatever. Sometimes I put them on while I'm watching TV. On this day, I'm just chilling, watching a movie, sticking everything down. So I figured I might as well play a video. And I did, and clearly I went to Target, usually once a week, whether I need to or not. Just kidding. Of course I need to go to Target. And I went to Michael's. I don't remember why. I haven't done any craft shopping in a while. What did I go to Michael's for? I don't remember what I did there, clearly, because I'm like, what happened on what day? This is a picture of the Queen's Gambit. I should do this more often because, honestly, what kind of life do I have right now other than binge watching Netflix? And the problem is, my husband is working from home and he's very busy on his job. And my son is doing school from home and he's very busy during the day. But my job is really seasonal or very slow on the off season. So I don't have a lot to do. So I watch way too much TV. I clean my house, just for the record. But I also watch too much TV. And I think I binge watched The Queen's Gambit while I was doing art in my art room downstairs. And one of these days, I will get a setup down there so I can film some of my art for people who like artsy-fartsy stuff. Painting and gluing and making a big mess. That's always fun. So I binge watched Queen's Gambit, I think in like 2 days, maybe 3. It had to be 3. I'm not that bad. Well, I did some art in my art room downstairs. Those are some logs that I'm gluing on there because, was that the day our logs? No. I don't know. I'm erasing it. So one may never, sometimes no, or something. I think the 18th. We had some wood delivered, but I think that was when my mom's neighbor gave us some wood to get us started until we could get a load of wood. Because let me tell you, trying to get anything done nowadays, I think maybe because businesses are, I don't know if they're out of business or what, but everything I try to call, I get no answer and no return call ever. Like I've tried to find firewood so that we could have firewood. It took us forever. Tried to find someone to come out and clean our fireplace. It took us months to get anyone to call us back, and now they still won't come out for months. It's just crazy to me. But these are crazy times. That's the post office. I had gone to the post office to try and mail my Secret Santa gift, and smart me went to the post office and thought, well, I'll just get a priority mailbox, and it's one price. You throw everything in there and you mail it off. And so I grabbed one, and then I realized, oh no, I'm mailing my Secret Santa gift to Germany. See, I'm hating my sticky hands here. And you can't use priority mail for Germany. You have to get international packaging. So I looked at the line and said, oh gosh, I'm not doing this. And I left. It ended up taking me 3 trips to get my Secret Santa gift out, and she should have it by now, thankfully. And this is a fire. That picture underneath hello is my feet in Converse with like some kind of hole in the ground. And it's really hard to make out because, I don't know, it's just weird. See, you can see my notes on the page, and I'll probably erase them at some point, at least 1 or 2 of these pages. I erased the notes, forgot what I did, and hadn't written it down yet. So fabulous. I don't know what that is. Oh, this is the day we took a ride. So I'm putting a little blue SUV because they didn't have a black one, and that's what I have. Yes, me fighting with adhesive. Oy, people. Please, if you have a solution for, see, I'm gluing stuff down that I already glued down because the glue stick doesn't work properly. It sticks to you and not your paper. So I'm forever re-gluing things, but the tape runners don't run, and the sticker paper won't separate, or I print it upside down because it looks the same on both sides. If you have a solution, a magic potion for adhesive, please, I beg you to put it in the comments because I would love to hear it. The trouble with making a voiceover, let's see, this was November 25th, so 5 days, and we're 6 days into December because today is December 6th. 11 days after you film something is, I have no idea. I have no clue what I'm pointing at, what I'm doing. Yeah. That day we went, anyway, we had I have the attention span of, well, I don't know, something that has a very short attention span. Oh, me. Any hoozles. I put the blue SUV because I couldn't find a black one, and we went for a drive, and we saw nothing and turned around and came back home. And we stopped on the way and got tomato bar pizza for the first time, and it was good. It's expensive, but it was yummy. Now I'm trying to get between the glue and erasing and re-gluing. I'm glad I was in a good mood this day because doing the voiceover and watching myself, I'm kind of frustrated. I'm frustrated by the process that I went through on that day, but I was actually having a great day. You'll see later on in the video, you'll see my hands dancing. I apologize. I am not a dancer, but boy was I happy that day. I don't know what happened, but I'm not sad about it. And here I disappeared because I was probably fighting my glue stick. and that's a Starbucks cup because I must have gone to Starbucks on the 20th. Sometimes I'll take my son just for a treat. We'll go out to get him out of the house, and then I'll get him a coffee, and I'll get myself a coffee, and then I'll think, why did I pay so much for coffee? But self-care, mental health, blah, blah, blah. Got to do what you got to do. I have everything I need here to make coffee, an espresso machine, a French press. But sometimes we just need to get out, and especially my son. And it makes him happy. And that is my goal in life. Now this, let's see, we're on the, if you look at the, above the leaf, there's a sunflower there. That's the date from Loveland's Life. And the leaves I printed, I just Googled fall leaves and printed them like that. And this was a bad day, I believe, the 21st. It was a Saturday. I just felt very, very mopey. I had a Zoom, which is what I'm writing here, with the Patreons at the top tier for Loveland's Life. And that was good. Although even when I was doing the Zoom, I still felt not as enthusiastic as I normally do for that. I was just having a bad day. So I'm putting this thing that says lost because I felt kind of lost. I didn't feel happy. I was kind of just, I don't know. I remember I just felt very heavy, like mentally, emotionally. And I didn't know why, and that was driving me nuts. I had no idea why I was not happy. But hard to say. Those moments come and go, and I've learned not to dwell on them. So that little thing with the do not disturb says something about wanting to hang a do not disturb sign around your neck. Now I'm looking through all these little what are they? Emoticons? Emojis of me that I made. I'm looking for a sad face. I have a lot of these and I don't use them very often. There we go. That like with the smiley face and the thumbs up, it came with some product we ordered from Amazon, I think, or something. I don't know. My husband ordered something and that was in the packaging and I snatched that right up. I'm sure you know how that goes. Cutting a little off camera. Sorry you don't get to see me cut. But I'm guessing you can get the gist of it. And this is sticker paper, so let's see if I can get the sticker off. Anybody want to make a bet? I'm going to bet that I struggle with it for at least 10 seconds. Sometimes it could be up to a minute. Here we go. Oh. Struggle. Still struggling. Did I throw something? Nah, I got it. Told you I would struggle. So this will be the last, it is the last journal with me that I'll be able to do in my November journal. It's December 6th, and I'm currently nearly up to date in my December daily journal. I am not doing daily videos about it. I should, yes, but I'm not, and I don't feel bad because I can't do that to myself. Life is a big enough struggle as it is. I do what I can and let the rest go. Because otherwise I'd have more days like the 21st. And I don't want to. Sorry if this is a long video. I was just having so much fun. I just kept letting the video go. And I don't know how yet to do what other people do, where they talk for a few minutes and then they play nice, lovely music for you to listen to instead of my voice babbling on. But I don't know how to do that yet, so you can have my voice or silence. Sometimes a little of both. This is some sparkly, glittery washi tape that I have, which is pretty, but it's also pretty useless. It doesn't stick very well. Every time I use it, I wonder why I used it. So then I will try to tape over it with clear tape, and that doesn't work either because the clear tape won't stick to the glitter because the glittery washi tape feels kind of like sandpaper. So then I try to put tape over it to make it stay, and it won't stay. Do you see that I always have troubles with things that stick when they shouldn't and don't when they should? And yet, I press on. I love that little corgi there. He had a sad face, so I thought he was perfect for my mood that day. I stuck him in. And the little words, and most of my numbers are from Loveland's Life. Here I just used a marker, but the words Saturday and Sunday are from Loveland's Life. The rest is just stuff that I made up or printed off the computer. I wish I could fast forward this for you, but I can't. I would suggest, getting a book, putting your feet up, taking a glance back at the video every 5 minutes to see if I've done anything exciting. Well, maybe I put the clear tape first and then the washi. It is in there, but as you'll see later, I don't think it's on this video, but in my flip, see, I'm trying to really press it down there with my scissors. This stuff is pretty, but it's just not worth the drama. All right. I'm trying to read my own notes, but I need new glasses so I can't see it. Looks like it says read, Micah's room, church. I bet it says church because on Sundays we watch church online. Here's my fingers dancing because I don't know. Sometimes, I'm shaking you. Sorry about the shaking. It's really hard to erase without shaking. And every time I shake you, I say, I should get a better table. And I have other tables, but they're not in good shape, and I don't want to use them, but I need to use them. And I have plenty of time to do these projects, but I don't want to. This is just one of my piles of things that I dig through when I don't have anything. Like I did those 3 things. We watched church, I read, and then at some point we spent a few hours in my son's room. I'll never understand what a messy kid he is. He's not gross messy like food in his room. That's not even allowed. It's just never been a thing that we allow. But his clothes, he's got a pile of clean clothes on the floor, a pile of dirty clothes on the floor. This is November. We moved in July, and he hasn't unpacked his closet stuff yet. There's still boxes and stuff all over. And I think like me, he gets overwhelmed when there's too much, and he just needs someone to walk him through it. So that's what we did. And we put up Christmas lights in his room to make it festive. Because, we're trying to make the house as festive as possible since we're all stuck here. And here my glue stick fell out. And here my glue stick fell out again. What am I doing? I think I'm trying to determine if it's a sticker. And it is. So here I am trying to glue a sticker. Putting my glue stick back together. Oh, man. And it's sticking to the sticker sheet, but not to it. Boy. It's kind of funny doing voiceovers. I hardly ever do them, and this is why. Because I don't know what to talk about, and I can't talk to you. I mean, I am talking to you, but you're not talking back to me. And if you are, I can't hear you, and that's probably okay. Because if I start hearing voices, we have real problems. I told my husband, it's funny that I am struggling to think of things to think about because I told my husband the other day, he's kind of a stoic person. He doesn't have a lot to say. So when he gets chatty, it's really weird. So I live in a house with a teenage boy. As you may or may not know, if you don't have experience, they're not real chatty, especially with Mom, because I'm not cool. I'm lame. I'm not sure what I'm doing there. Anyway, and then my husband is stoic, so he doesn't have a lot to say. So I'm by myself then. It's just me. And who else can I talk to? And I was telling my husband that the other day in the car. I said, half the time I talk to myself because I am the most attentive listener that I have. I listen to myself. I answer myself. I have full-on conversations with myself. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. And yet it's comfortable because it's what I know. I don't know what I'm doing there. I don't know what to do with conversation. Oh, I was waving my hand back and forth because that gold marker, I forgot what it is. I'll have to link it if I remember to do that. It's a stinky marker, like a deco something. And it's really pretty gold metallic. And they have a really cool silver one that I want too, but it's like $10 or something for one marker. So I haven't purchased that one yet, but the gold one I have, and it stinks like really bad. All right, I'm hopping back to there. Oh, wait, can I read it? Can I? No, probably not. So anyway, since I have to talk to myself all the time because I have no one in this house to talk to, that's what I do. I talk to myself. And now I am using my lid for my snack. I had some peanut butter pretzels off to the side, and I'm using the lid to the Rubbermaid container as a surface to do the glue on so I don't get glue on more paper to have things stick to it that it's not supposed to. Yada, yada, yada. Anywho, so now I'm going to be getting a puppy, and I will be quite busy while the boys are working and doing school, and I'll have someone to talk to because I'll talk to my poor dog, and she'll love me, I hope. If she doesn't, I'll give her treats, and then she'll love me. And I'll actually have someone to talk to again, one that won't talk back to me. What can I do? I have no idea what that says because my glasses will not allow me to read that from here. All right, Dana, move it along. Oh, is this a sticker? Is it not a sticker? That's another thing, is I have stuff that I've printed months ago and I should have left it and not cut it out because now I don't know if it was on thin cardstock because for a long time I had no copy paper. Well, that one's a sticker. It's always a surprise for me. Oh, and there you have it, folks. One of the cases where I printed upside down and didn't know it, so now the backing is sticky. And I'm letting you know how I feel about that. Anyway, for a long time when we moved here, I hadn't gotten to the store and we didn't have any copy paper. Courage, dear heart. So I was printing on some thin cardstock, and it's really thin. So sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between that and copy paper. No. Between that and sticker paper. So I have things that are printed on thin cardstock that feels like it's sticker paper because it's thick. I got that stuck to the lid. So it's always, see, I'm just having fun, dancing with my hands here. See, even that, on that day, I was having a good day while journaling about my bad day. And I'm getting stuff stuck, and I'm just having all kinds of problems in this video, but I didn't care because I was in a good mood. And now I'm writing you a note to let you know that I'm watching a movie. And there's music on the movie. It's lots of good Christmas music and it's upbeat. And so I'm sure there will be more dancing with my hands right there. Be thankful that all you can see is my hands, because boy, I'll tell you what, when I dance around the house, nobody wants to see that. Nobody. All right, I don't know why I'm skipping ahead, but yeah, me dancing again. Must be some good music playing on the movie I watched. It was a good movie, but it had some bad language, so I couldn't let you hear that. I am not a proponent of bad language. This is not a video for kids, but in case one listens to my videos, I don't want them to hear that. Oh, don't use that, Dana. Don't do it. You're going to regret it. You will be sorry. So that's more of that glitter washi tape. I have green, copper, gold, and I think silver. Moving my paintbrushes. What am I doing? Oh, am I going to be smart and use clear tape first? I would hope I'd remember that. So this was a page that I actually hated when I pre-decorated all my pages with the date, the numbers for the date, the day of the week, and then put borders around the pages. And this journal paper is really thin, so everything that shows, and everything I do with marker on the front of the page shows on the other side. So I've spent a lot of time, because I'm still in this journal, because it's for November and December, I've spent a lot of time covering up what I did the day before. So, good times. So it looks like I put clear tape down first this time, because sometimes I learn from my mistakes, but not always. So, what did y'all do for Thanksgiving? What am I doing? I don't know. Oh, there's glitter everywhere, because the glitter comes off that tape. And this paper is so thin that when you put a tip in it, it kind of deforms the paper. It's just a mess. I can't wait to get to my new journal. So for Thanksgiving, we stayed home. This is the day I'm saying I finally went to the post office and mailed off my Secret Santa gift to a young lady in Germany. Hopefully she has it by now. Yeah, as of yesterday, it was in Frankfurt, Germany on December 5th. Ooh, my hand is going numb, holding my phone while I try to do a voiceover. It's the only way I know how to do it. Hoping the boys don't burst in any second, because they're downstairs watching Twilight Zone while my son paints models. So I'm using this rare moment of quiet to do this voiceover that goes on and on. I'm so sorry it's so long. These are some weather stickers I printed up. Some of them I bought, I think, but mostly it's just stuff I printed up. And then I printed them so small. I'll never do that again. I am a dedicated fussy cutter. I will cut out something if I want it bad enough. I don't mind cutting it out. But those tiny, tiny ones that I made, and the one I picked is a bigger one because I printed them and they were like the size of like my thumbnail. And cutting those out was a wreck. It was just terrible. And so I made them a little bit bigger, and that's what I'm doing here, fighting with a sticker. Surprise, surprise. I got it. Yay. I feel like there should be like canned applause, you know, like on those shows that we watched when we were younger, some of us, where there was no audience, there was just canned applause. I feel like I need that for when I actually get a sticker within 10 seconds. And this is like a little sleeping mask. I think this is a Papershire thing that I printed out, a freebie. Not sure where I'm going with it. Oops. All right, I guess I'm going there. More glue on my fingers. This is some rose gold washi that I got. I don't remember where I got it, but apparently I felt it needed to go on this page. The thing about my November and December pages, and usually October, is they're usually pretty themed. I'm not real big on Halloween so much, but fall is my favorite season. So anything in October and into November is going to be fall themed. There's going to be a lot of leaves and a lot of fall colors because that's what I love. But by the time I get to the end of November, especially if I started in October, I've spent 2 months doing a lot of fall themed colors, and I'm kind of sick of it and don't want to do it anymore. My husband thought that was creepy as a magazine picture. I don't know, I decided not to use it. They're so big. I'm pointing at my watch, realizing how late it's getting and how much I still have to go. And I'm saying I don't remember what I did. I'm trying to get glue off the page with the sandpapery feel of that washi tape. I'm a trip sometimes, I tell you. See, that wasn't supposed to stick. And yet it did. Ah, yes, this is toward the end of the video because I remember I dumped all of my Posca pens, and these are not all Posca pens, but most of them are. I have some Stampin' Up! Markers back from way back in the day when I used to do that, and my fountain pens, which you'll see me pull out. I had one attack me the other day. I went to use it and I got ink all over me. They just don't work well for me. Anyway, I'm just going back and adding details. So I'll go back and add like polka dots or dashes or borders here and there. I spent a lot of time doing this today too. Just if I don't know what else to do, I'll go to that and I'll pull those out and fill in. I love my pages full with lots of color and detail, so that's what I'm doing here. And I had looked at my watch and realized that this was an excessively long video, and I'm so sorry. I hope you've hung with me, and if you have, I really appreciate it. But I'm telling you, I'm just going to cut off the video now and not torture you any longer. And I'm just going to go through these pages and fill in around things like this card with some words or doodling or dots and borders with my Posca pens. And that is